Hi, it's me, Sailor Moon, Serena here. And I just was in the mood to do another YouTube live stream. I don't know why, I was just in the mood of doing it. I probably won't do these all the time, but every once in a while I just want to get in the mood to get one made. So, uh, where do I start? Alright, I got two followers in here. I guess it would have been, I don't know, someone thought it should be Cherry Hill Temple film. Or, it should be the secret, the hideout. I don't know, Fruit Parlor Crown, a game center crown. I don't know. So right now I had two followers. Well, I actually had two, but there goes the two one just came back right now. Ha ha ha. So I'm gonna start this live stream out, and my other friends are gonna come in from time to time. I got three followers. All right. So one of the first things I want to talk about is this hate for my English offshoot, the one done by Deke. The one that, if it wasn't for Deke doing that, no one else would even known what Sailor Moon was. All right? You're going to have these Sailor Moon followers who they have the right to their thought and belief, but they're going to bitch and they're going to whine and they're going to nag about every single thing that Deke did that they thought was bad. Now, keep in mind that if it wasn't for Deke bringing Deke and their Sailor Moon, no one would have needed to know what Sailor Moon was. Okay, I see now everyone has the Reckoner. Everyone has the interweb. Now there might be some folks that don't, but a lot of folks do. But back in between 95 YL when my show came, when Deke got the rights to work with my show, actually, not really too many folks had the Reckoner at the time or the interweb. Either they went to the book house or they went to the learn hall. So even if someone was lucky enough to have had the interweb or the Reckoner at their house at the time, I don't really think anyone would know what Sailor Moon was. Hell, I don't even think they would even known what to look up. So if it wasn't for Deke doing all those things, yes, there were a lot of things about it the folks didn't like. They either bitched about the speaking. Oh, they bitched about the show players, or I guess the ones that spoke for us. Bitched about names being shifted, strikes instead names being shifted. Made big deals about things they really shouldn't be making big deals about. They bitched about the song, bitched about Sailor Says, bitched about all kinds of stuff. Now, you can bash, you can bitch, whine, and nag about the Deke one all you want. But if it wasn't for Deke and what they did with my first two followings, no one would even known what Sailor Moon was. So you wouldn't even known. We wouldn't even be talking right now about Sailor Moon right now if it wasn't for Deke. Or it would have been Tune Makers. So if you folks thought that was bad and you bitched about the Deke one, well, mine see what would happen if Tune Makers had gotten it right to have done Sailor Moon. So you should be thankful that it was Deke that got the right to work with Sailor Moon. All right. I had 3 followers. Now it's down to 1. And also, YouTube live stream seems to be the only way I can actually talk with some of my followers that I can't really get a hold of on YouTube. Like, yeah, I can write something on their fairway. I can write something on their films if they have any films. But it is what it is. Yeah, and I guess I picked a bad time to do one of these, but fuck it, I'm doing it. All right. Yeah. So, anyway, here's another thing we were talking about. So, someone on YouTube, I don't know, Sailor Moon Star Productions, I guess his name is, he talked about how I guess how do I say this without coming off being mean? The unstraight folk out there, about how you had Zoisite and Melik Kunzite, then you had Sarah Uranus and Sailor Neptune, Sarah, Mara Michelle, and then you had Fisheye, and they always made them out to either be evil or they made them out to be, up to no good, or always made them out to be evil folk, which they're not. All right. Why was that? It's like if you happen to be unstraight and you were in Sailor Moon, either you were an evildoer, like, I don't know, Zoisite and Kunfite, or you were a good doer, like Sarah Uranus and Sailor Neptune, but you didn't care about whose life you had to give up to save the world. That was the whole thing with Sarah Uranus and Sailor Neptune, Amar Michelle, is that they didn't care about whose life they had to give up if they were going to keep the world well. So they were all into that shit. And that was that. And then you had Fisheye, who a lot of folks said that he liked to, go after straight men and do shit to them. And at the end of the day, that was just wrong. All right. Like, why? I mean, I understand that might be the only thing that, I didn't see that back in the day, and still, it's not a big thing. But I could see why someone out there who happens to be that way by choosing. Everyone chooses who they love and who they is. I'm not gonna go there and say you don't got free will and choosing to be what you are, but they truly did not get a good shake in the show. I mean, this is not me scathing the show, but this was what Sailor Moon Star Productions, whatever his name is, was talking about. And we were going to make a film about that, but then I didn't know how to word it right. Like, I didn't want it to come out like, oh, you're saying something mean about these folks. Well, I'm not. But that's how it seemed to be like. I mean, that's truly how it seemed to be like. So, yeah. And you can understand also, you understand that was just, I mean, I'm sure why it was like that. I don't know. And I know a lot of folks like to go around and talk about how some lands were, some folks in some lands were more open-minded back then. But I guess that was what they thought at the time. But no one ever picked it up until now. Like, it was like if you were like that and you were in Sailor Moon, either you were up to no good or you were doing kind of things which made a lot of folks like them look bad. So I just want to say how sad I am for that. But at the same time, in the Deke one, that probably wouldn't have been a big deal because that had to be cleaned up anyway. So that's why Zoisite became a woman. And I always bought Zoisite as a woman. And in my mind, she is a woman. And every other offshoot, that might not be true, but in mine, she is. Now, as far as how Uranus and Neptune were handled, I don't really think there was any other way you could spin it. All right. Their behavior over, we got to give up this life, someone has to die. Oh, I don't care as long as it keeps the world well, is just, that was sad. But that's as far as that went. And then you got Fisheye. Well, Fisheye is going to be a woman, and Fisheye, well, I always thought Fisheye as a woman too. So it is what it is. And I know you folks they're going to be folks still out there bitching about, oh, well, Deke didn't have to do any of that. Actually, they did. Before the law came out, and this was between 97 and YL when this law came out. Before that, there really wasn't no guess of what your thing was. You either were this or you were that. And Deke and Disney and Deke at the time had to even had to follow the FCC's oversight of what was a lot, what you could do in a live drawing film and what you could not. So Deke had to do a lot of things to make sure that the show would be right. And don't get started about how Pioneer and Cloverway didn't do any clean work, because they did too. They had to do some cleaning themselves, but they didn't go. But they by that time by the time they came out, the whole rating or guessing had been around for some time, so they didn't have to do as much as Deke did for it. So I don't know why it is, but in Sailor Moon, if you were either unstraight, you were either made out to be some kind of evildoer, or you were doing something that was unright. And once again, I just want to say that I'm sad for that. I truly am. And the ones that I think truly got to say they're sad for it isn't me, but I think that whatever Grounds is, that's just what Toei did, and whatever Grounds, that's just how they wanted it to come out like they wanted to tell folks, oh, if you happen to be pick your love choose, and you were two men and you were in love with each other, either you were evildoers, or if you were women and you were in love with each other, you're evil. You either, because that was what they did. They either made out Zoisite and Kunzite out to be evildoers, or they were going out of their way to make Sarah Yornis and Sailor Neptune, Mara Michelle, out to be, oh, they're good doers, but they don't care about who dies as long as they keep the world well. And then you had Fisheye and her going after him, and the other offshoots going after straight men, which that truly made a lot of them look bad. So I just want to say that if anyone's going to say they're sad for that, that'd be Toei. Hi. What's up? Oh, just talking about things, something that someone on YouTube talked about yesterday. And then I was in the mood to do a YouTube live stream. Now, another grounds to this YouTube live stream is that, so, I don't know, Tsunami Tease 2, I'm not sure how to say his name. I don't know if he's going to come on or not. But if he does, good. If he does not, oh well. It's probably the only way I can actually talk with him. It says, cool. If I write some Sailor Moon fan tales, would you read them? I like to read them, fun, cool sagas and tales. Well, how would you go by putting that on how would you do that? Would you make your own films, and then you would write them out and put them in your own films, and then someone would watch your films and read them? I guess I don't see why there wouldn't be anything wrong with that. If that's what you want to do, then go for it. Then go for it. I'm also glad they make my own films, but I also want to write sagas and tales and then put them online on our websites. Well, if you want to do that and you have the skill to do that, and you scaled all the web film, and you scaled all the websites, and you know how to do that, and you have the strength to write things out on the Reckoner, on the interweb, then go for it. But I don't have that strength. My strength is writing them in written books, notebooks, whatever you want to call them. My weakness is actually writing them out. And those websteads probably wouldn't like my work. But anyway, if it works out for you, then go for it. If you can get fan fiction net or any one of those other websteads out there to take on your work and actually work for you and get all your work for laid on there, then good. But that was always a weakness of mine. Anytime I would write on those kind of websteads, one or two things would happen. One, either would never let me for later stuff. Two, it was just too much hard work, you know. So if you like that and you got the skill for it and you can get the websteads to work for you, then more strength to you, my friend. Well, I can do that sometime. If that's something you want to do and you want to show those sagas and tales out, then good for you. So, yeah. All right. So I had this. All right. Hello. Over, bro. Thank you. Now let's get into other things about. So, I also thought. All right. So, yeah. Hopefully, I answered that one off. All right. What else want to talk about here? So, I don't know. Oh, all right. So, when it comes to being in a Sailor Moon followership, which I am in, there always, back in the day, always seemed to be, these teams that you fell into. Well, I don't fall into any team, but there were those who hated Deke. They hated Cloverway. They hated Pioneer. Oh, they loved the Toei stuff. They were so big, big into the Toei stuff. And when the Viz stuff came out, they were all over that shit. But at the end of the day, I like Deep Cloverway, Pioneer, and Viz. Yeah, and it is what it is. Now, along and on top of this, and I don't even think this follower is even on YouTube anymore. But if she is, oh well. So one time, someone told me, "Oh, it's just folks too lazy to learn a new speech." Yeah, that was a funny one. So you got these other folks that, they bitched about, you got these, how do I say this? So there are things they would bitch about in my show. If it wasn't names being shifted or strike or stead names being shifted or all that other stuff, or the show playing, or mostly the speaking and the talking, they would bitch about it being in English, which I don't understand that. They would say, oh, well, some folks speak more than one speech. Well, some do. Some have the skill for it. Some don't. I don't have the skill for it. So when I was talking about one time I was talking, this is probably a long time ago. I don't even think she's around anymore. So I was talking about, why does Deke, Pioneer, and Cloverway Sailor Moon get the hate it gets? And she told me, oh, these are folks who are just too lazy to learn a new speech. And I just thought that was funny. Coming from someone who speaks English or English, it's going to tell us that we're lazy and why we don't speak one speech. Yeah, well, I don't know about you, but back in between 95 YL, how many folks in the Underright spoke more in one speech? A lot of folks. Probably more folks in the Underright speak English than any other speech. So how many folks were learning the Japanese speech or even spoke it? Very few. So being all hating on your own speech, that is just sad. But I didn't take it that way. I just thought it was funny because it was kind of because someone who's an English speaker is telling us that we're lazy. We know how to learn new speech. So, oh, that's so sad because then yeah. So it's almost like, oh, Deke and Cloverway and Pioneer had to put it in English because everybody was lazy and didn't want to learn a new speech. Yeah. Before I also want to let everybody know that my name is Serena. It's not Usagi. I don't care what anyone tells you. Oh, that was a first name. Well, who is this Usagi? My name's Serena. It's been Serena. I would wish everyone would stop calling me Usagi because that's not my name. I don't care if the Toei one came out first. I don't care I don't care about that. What I care about is what Deke and Pioneer and Cloverway did. That's my name. All right? Too freaking bad. You know? They'd say, oh, what's the unlikeness? Well, one's a Japanese borrowed name, learned name. The other one is either a Latin or a French borrowed name, learned name. But that's my name. I was Serena. That's my name. It is what it is. I don't care what my name was in the Toei one. I don't care what my name is in the Viz one. What my name is in the Deke and the Cloverway and the Pioneer one. That's my name. Yeah. Ugh. And one time, Dwayne used to do voices. Well, he used to do speaking. And he used to make me talk like this. And don't know who I'm going as. I don't know if it was Tracy Moore, Terry Hanks, Linda Bellatime. Did it way too many times in our old YouTube fairways. And many times got speech box illness or sickness, since I believe laryngitis is either a Latin borrowed word or some type of Greek borrowed word. It is. Let me go through and clean all this stuff out of my out of it. So, yeah. So also there is this friend. Well, I guess I call him an interweb friend, a far friend, I guess would be this way. And last time I made a YouTube live stream, he said he was going to buy, I don't know, Firefly Funhouse Bray Wyatt, the Fiend Bray Wyatt dolls, either from Amazon or, or Ringside Collectibles or whatever. I don't know which one he bought it from. And I hope that I can talk with him on a live stream. See, I made a YouTube live stream because I wanted to, but also, and I also believe that I could also talk, someone beyond, and I can get some more answers too. So better get some other friends on here, or it's just going to be Sailor Moon Serena, running out of things to talk about. So, oh yeah. All right. So also, let's see what else we got here. Overbro. 4 followers on here now. Hi, Sailor Moon. It's Megan. Oh, my old friend Megan. The one that we've been friends since August of like 2009 YL. You're back on YouTube again. On our YouTube fairway. We've been friends since Sailor Moon Red. Yeah, it is our good friend Megan. We haven't seen you in a long time. You know, everything's doing good these days. Yeah. You never heard of Sailor Moon? She used to call herself Megan Chan in her first films a long time ago when she made her first channel, her first fairway, and she would, you know, call herself Megan Chan. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I did. So, how's everything going, Megan? Haven't heard from you in a long time, you know? Yeah, it's been a long time, Sailor Moon, since we heard from her. You're right, Tuxedo Max. It's been a long time since we heard from Megan. Yes. It's good to see you. Do you remember? Oh, you think back a long time ago. Yeah, this may have been it. Yeah. So, yeah. So we had this one. So, all right. Where do we? Where do we go from here? All right. Along. Yeah. So, all right. Where am I gonna get this? Come on, Sailor Moon. I'm sure you know where you're going with this here. So there's this other friend on YouTube called I don't know called oh if he comes on he comes on. But hey, it's good to see you again. Everything's been doing good. We settled from more than one house many times. Went through many YouTube fairways, sadly. Went through reckoners. Went through web shooters. It's funny, but it is what it is. And here, this YouTube fairway's been around for about 7 years. Oh yeah, now let's also talk about another thing that all we always have to bring up all the time in our uploads as well as our live streams is that the haters, which you really shouldn't be giving them any thought. Really shouldn't be talking about their behavior or what they do. I really should not be doing that. Well, you really shouldn't be doing that. Yeah, I guess I really shouldn't be doing that. No, I guess not. Can you think of something that we used to do a long time ago that we don't do anymore? What, the Sailor Moon show? We do that all the time. Are you talking like this? Yeah, I guess so. All right, guess I'll do. All right. All right. So, all right. Hi. I got 4 followers now. Okay, all right. So if we make the hat go like this, which way is it supposed to go? What's what did they? I guess it goes like that. All right. So let's also get into this other thing that seems to oh big deal. So we got 5 followers. All right. So I keep bringing up Tsunami 2Z, well, Tsunami 2, whatever his name is. And I keep hoping that he's going to come on his YouTube live stream. Then I can ask him if he's got any news on the Bray Wyatt doll, if he knows anything, because either he's the only one that would know, since he's the one who bought it, and he hasn't really said anything. So I don't know. So his guess is good as mine. Ah. Oh, you really got to yawn like that, Serena. You gotta do that, Sailor Moon. Now, come on, Darian. At least I didn't burp. Yeah, I guess right. You didn't burp. So wonderful for that. You hear that one film I did a long time ago? This probably would have been, I don't know, but I can't think. But one time, this is like way back, probably like, I don't know, 2009 while, maybe 2010 while, I don't know, 2011, I can't think. So there was this one day where YouTube was having this hang up, getting the films uploading and forlaying. And so and this is back when we used to do mini films a day instead of doing one a day. So to get it, so I did that. So I did this one film when I said I better hope it better go up, and it was like me, I guess Sailor Earth, Ernest was in it, and while I'm eating potato chips too while I'm making the film, and then someone goes, Serena and Ernest, you pigs, someone says, or whatever the mean thing they say. And then someone says, that is something they would do. They wouldn't make a film and eat potato chips. Yeah. There used to be all kind of other stuff we used to do in our films too. Like there was Ellen and Ann, with the dirt sheet, Dr. Tomo, and he's the wisdom man, he's the knower man. We did that. Yeah. Those were good times and never can get any of those back. The thing is, no need how many times you remake something, you will never ever get it the way it was the first time you made it. But I am happy that at least it's been 7 years, working out to make 8 years out of it. Working to make 8 years out of this. All right, sad for that yawn. Yeah. So, what else are we going to do today? Oh, I don't know. We got these other goals we're going to do, but just got in the mood and want to do this other YouTube live stream. So, what else do we. Don't tell me other folks are going to be on here too. Well, you did want to bring the rest of your other friends on, and whatever way you want to bring them on. Yeah. Well, better not be. We don't want to have Sailor Mini Moon or Rini on there. Soon as she knows I'm doing it, she's going to be irksome. Oh, hi there. So, what is this saying about how you don't want me to be on your YouTube live stream? I didn't want you to be on my YouTube live stream. Why? I just don't want you to be on it. Oh, so that's the way it's going to be. This is why I got to put up with all the time. Her being mean to me. I'm not mean to you all the time, Rini. Don't start telling lies about me. But Sailor Mini Moon, I didn't want you on here because you would come on. You would seek to say, oh, I want to have tuxedo mask. I want Darian on myself. Well, I'll tell you one thing. You are a meatball head who thinks, well, And why am I not up to date? Why am I still the long layer one? Because we can never get the long layer one. Yeah. But, well, where is Tuxedo Mask at? Where's Darian at? Tuxedo Mask, Darian, he had to go, Rini. You know, I guess it's me and you now. You hear back from Tsunami yet? No, he hasn't come on my YouTube live stream. So I don't know. I don't know if he's on YouTube today or not. He hasn't come on my YouTube live stream. So what? Because he said he was going to buy, or he has bought the Firefly Funhouse Bray Wyatt and the Fiend Bray Wyatt doll. I don't know. And unless he comes on his YouTube live stream, the only way I'm going to know what he's done or not. Oh, hi. You missed it. Oh, hi there, Megan. It's good to see you again. I thought you went. You left. I mean, you went somewhere. Hey, do you still have you still got your doll of me? I bet you probably still do. I bet she does. You know, at least it's more good looking than this one. Hey, don't put yourself down. It's a good one. And I still gotta deal with this meatball head. I still gotta deal with Serena, Sailor Moon. Yeah, I'm sure you do. Yeah. Hey, you see those things in the back? You see these things on the back? Yeah, they've always been that way. Well, I came from anime toys. Yeah, and I came from Amazon. Yeah. Don't kick me in the leg. Why not? Because I'm your mother. And the upcoming. Oh, what? Young Queen Serenity. Kicking me in the leg is like kicking her in the leg. Yeah. Which way does this go? They probably go like this. I guess it's supposed to be like this with them showing up like that. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be like. Always wearing them the wrong way for many years. You better watch out too, Rini, because that little rubber whatever string that someone at Irwin or Bandai put. Irwin, all right. Someone at Irwin put on there way back, I guess around 20. You don't want to fuck with it or it'll come undone like mine did. Yeah, well, you keep on using sticky ooze to keep your shit on. It's that guy, bro. Hello there. As you can see, this is the way it's supposed to look like. Yeah, that is the way they're supposed to look like that. Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah. I just don't understand. How can she have pink hair? I'm yellow hair. How can she have pink hair? Because I dyed it. You dyed it, Rainy. Is that what it is? Yeah, I dyed it hair. Wow, why did I let you do that in the upcoming? I don't know why you let me do it in the upcoming. Yeah, we're gonna have a talk about you and your hair. I'm grown up now. That's funny. You still look like a little kid. What were you, about 5, 6, or 7 when you first showed up in 19 between 96, YL? And then you showed up again in 19 between 97, YL? Didn't leave until like 19 between 99, YL? Yeah, and I was in the other sagas and tales too. It's the way, yeah, it's the way I look like. Okay, all right, all right. Oh, fuck. Yeah, you shift your hair around, Reenie. Sailor Mini Moon, and those things are going to go right back to where they were. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I know that shit. I know what you're thinking of. No thanks, Nurse Venus. Well, there was one like that happened in Sailor Moon's uh whole Sailor Moon and Talismans too. Only it was like, no thanks, Nurse Venus, no thank Dr. Earth. Yeah, but whatever that illness was, yeah, that was done by the Nega Moon. Yeah, yeah. And Mina was Sailor Venus. Mina was going around being worse than I was. Yeah, and I helped at the end. Don't forget Sailor Venus, Mina, and Sailor Earth Ernest did again too. Yeah, so that happened all the time. Hmm. Well, now we have to do that now. Now when we shapeshift, we got these layer wear on, so everything is in more wear than it already is. I gotta go now. Well, thank you. Hey, folks. Oh, so is there any cute boys on this YouTube live stream? I don't think so, Sailor Venus. I don't know, Mina. You can't really see anyone when you're on a YouTube live stream. They can see what you do and you can see your films, but they can't see you except what you they can see your films and what you're doing on your films, but you can't see them. Yeah, I bet you folks want to know where I came from, right? I came from the Salvation Army, and this would have been at least 2012 YL, or, you know, uh, yes. Yeah. But what else are we going to do? So everybody's talking about, remember that one time we were fighting the Negamoon, or we should really just call it Nega. That's a French, but no, that's a Greek borrowed word. So the English word would be, remember we were fighting the Black Moonkin, and there was this illness, and everybody's wearing layer wear. Yeah, it was called No Thanks, Nurse Venus. Yeah, that's what it was called. And then that never happened again when Sailor Moon and Talismans, and it was you and Sailor Earth, Ernest, and it was called No Thanks, Nurse Venus, and No Thanks, Dr. Earth, or it should have been No Thanks, Caregiver Venus, and No Thanks, Healer Earth. Yeah, there's like everybody's wearing flare wear or something, and we're wearing layer wear and we're fighting. Uh, 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 it's a yawn. I'm sad about that one. Yeah. You sure none of us have it? None of us have Corove 19, come on, or Corove 20 or whatever. No one has it. We sailor fighters are seen as a true needed business. And no, didn't have it. Well, that's good to know. I wonder how the Power Rangers are dealing with it. I don't know how they're dealing with it. Why do you keep yawning like that? I don't know. Maybe I'm sleepy. I don't know. Yeah, it was hard. It was hard to do that, but you know, it was hard to do that. To fight with Lairware on. If you're asking us about what happened a long time ago or asking us about something that happened now, yeah, it'd be hard to do that. More of those yawns out there. Well, what else you got to say about it? I don't know. You know what? You know what? Sailor Moon and here be earns about this one, Serena. They never made my show. Well, never made it into a live drawing show. That's right, Mina. They did not. So they did not, and that's truly sad that they didn't do that. Well, they should have done it, but they. I stopped that yawning already. You gonna go to sleep? Yeah. I don't know what that bloody yawning's about. Well, forgive me. You can forgive me for that, Sarah Venus. Forgive me for that, Mina. But it happens. Yeah, well, don't be yawning on me because I don't want to be sleepy like you. Yeah, well, I guess that's just like really too bad. I won't be sleepy like you, Sailor Moon. Like you, Serena. They never did. But sadly, they never did. I never did make my show. You know, which is truly sad at the end of the day. They never did. We should be 6 feet away. Come on, we're dolls. And dolls don't get ill. I have to go now, but I'm sick of the bloody yawning. Yeah, I read them. They were good. Well, I see you're doing a YouTube live stream. Yeah. No more of that yawning. I don't know, Serena. I don't know, Sailor Moon, why you got to do all that yawning. You forgive us for that yawning, right? Yeah, I might have to go to sleep. I might fall asleep during this YouTube live stream. Yeah, you don't want to do that. Yeah, then who's going to run things if you fall asleep? Well, just to let you know on a little thing, she has no underwear on. Why are you saying that, Sailor Moon? Why'd you say that, Serena? It's a mean thing to say. Oh, hey, come on, Sailor Mercury. Come on, Amy. You know I'm playing around with you. You know someone who sold you from Amazon back around, I'm going to say August. I'm going to say, or maybe it was September. Maybe it was August of 2009. Well, sold you with no underwear on. And you tell them that? Nerve of you. Can't believe you do that. Well, I'm sad. All right. I'm sad. You know? So, all right. I forgive you for that. I truly do. Yeah, it's true. And everybody likes to talk about how my bubbles don't do anything to anyone, but that is a lie. Yeah, they always do say stuff like, oh, your bubbles don't do shit. Yeah, well, Mercury Ice Bubbles Freeze does shit, does it not? Yeah, well, first off, yeah, that does something. Did we still hear back from Sanam? We still hear back from him yet? No, he didn't come on yet. Yeah, well, at least someone does. Why don't you also tell them about your friendships you got? Like the one with Greg or the one with Billy, the former Blue Power Ranger? Yeah, why not? Yeah, whatever happened with that? What, with Greg? I don't know. He just showed up in two followings of and Sailor Moon, and then that was it. Unless you count all the times he showed up in the other and Sailor Moon and Talismans and things like that. Holy Souls, yeah. But we know we haven't heard from him. And thank you for saying my bubbles are good. Everybody else keeps saying how bad they are. They always make fun of them and say they don't do shit. And then you got, hey, Sailor Quicksilver. Yeah, that would be it. Mercury is a Latin borrowed. English word would be Quicksilver. And Serena, I think you would do good, Sailor Moon, if you got more high learn. I already had to go through all the learn I had to go through from age 5 to age 21. So, and want to do any more of that. I really think it'd do good. Yeah, I'd do good, right? But anyway, yeah. It's a truth. I don't know. I guess me and Greg are still friends. Um, Me and Billy are still friends too. Why don't you just go to sleep, Serena? Why don't you just do that, Sailor Moon? No, I don't want to. Well, you always keep on yawning like that all the time. Yeah, well, that's life like. In true life, that shit happens. Then you got all these folks out here that skill their film shifting tools and cut all that shit out and say, oh, it never happened. We never heard from him yet. He come on yet? No. But we do know that if someone does truly needs to do their take on what we do here, but it just doesn't happen. No, it does not. That is truly sad. Yeah. So how is that all going to play out? I don't know. What was 3 we got here? Hi, Sailor Mercury. Did you read the Sailor V manga? Yeah, I read the Sailor V funny books or drawing books. Mercury bubbles are awesome. Yes, they are. I'm glad someone onlooks them. They keep being made fun of all the time. But apparently, your name was going to be Blue. What do you mean my name was going to be Blue? That's what Deep was going to call you. They were going to call me Victoria. You're going to be Blue. Oh, that's a sad name to call me that, especially when I'm blue. When my wear is blue, that would be like naming Billy Blue too. Yeah, I guess so. Or you would have been Rebecca from the Tune Makers one. Yeah, I guess you're right. And what is the big unlikeness between Ami and Amy? I guess one's a Japanese borrowed name, the other one is a Latin borrowed name, learned name. That's my guess. All right. Guess I gotta be going now. Being busy and effing. And you better do something like that too. I always do. Well, Sailor Moon. Well, Serena. You pick to do a YouTube live stream, then you don't tell me about it. So, what gives? Well, Sailor Mars. Ray, I was going to tell you about my YouTube live stream. Oh, hi, Brat. We're not brats. We're like what? Irwin toy dolls. Yeah. Ha ha. It's me, Ray, Sailor Mars. And as you can see here, I have to be on this YouTube live stream here with Sailor Moon, with Serena, a meatball head that I have known since between 95. Wow. And yeah, we had a lot of fights in the early days, and we did that, but at the end, we're good friends. And I don't get as mad as much as I used to. Oh yeah. And there's folks out there that think they're more irked and mad and wretched than I am, right? You got whatever Donatello who goes around bitching with Ninja Turtles all the time. You got whatever Wolverine claiming he bitches up all the time, but nothing on me. Who's Goku Black? No, I'm going to tell you right now, this is Sailor Moon's live stream. We're not going to be bringing on any brats or any Barbies or whatever, every Maxies or whatever. All right. So you don't get all mad about that. Yeah, sure. I don't have to get mad about that one, right? You should have had me on here first. All right? Well, I was going to have you on there first, but I didn't know how you were going to handle it. Sailor Moon, did he show up yet? What? Tsunami 2 or whatever his name is. No. Do we know if Bray Wyatt's coming or not? Don't know. All I know is that he hasn't shown up on YouTube live stream to let us know what's going on with it, so I don't know. In case you don't know, there's this friend on YouTube that's called Tsunami20 or whatever, however his name goes. And he bought this Firefly Funhouse Bray Wyatt, this Fiend Bray Wyatt doll. Either it was from Amazon or it was, I don't know, Ringside Collectibles. And he hasn't been on YouTube live stream, so we don't know what's going on with that. But I do know one thing that's going on with this. So, you know what's irking the shit out of me? So I don't know if I can open up on my worship hall or not again. And if I do, I got to do this 6 feet apart shit, this lairware shit, which I don't mind doing. But, and every day I go to the fire to see if there's going to be an end to this shit. And I know God's going to put an end to this shit because I know Lucifer did this shit anyway. Yeah. And you think it's some smooth shift to it. You think, oh, it might be our new foes or whatever. You might be wicked. You don't know any of our new foes, right? And we fought a lot of folks up to this, up on our YouTube fairway. Queen Beryl, who else? Ruby is, Diva Talks. Who else? Lucifer, Jade. Who else did we fight? Yeah, we fought a lot of folks. Now we're dealing with Lord Zed and Rita Repulsa, who worked for Queen Beryl. Let's be honest about that one. Lord Zed and Rita Repulsa and Goldar and Scorpina are like the younger knights. But there was Nephlite, Jadeite, Nephlite, Zoisite, and Quinfite. We'll then put it off and say there was Goldar, Scorpina, Zed, Rita and Zed. They're about the same shit there. All right. Everyone, my hair's, I don't want my hair like that. So who's taking care of Cherry Hill then? Chad's taking care of that shit right now. You still in love with him? Why do you got to keep on bringing that shit up? You know that I'm in love with Chad. You know me and Chad are friends. Well, we're boyfriend, girlfriend. But at the time we didn't know. All right? You know that, Serena. You know that, Sailor Moon. So why you got to keep bringing it up? Yeah, well, because you don't really talk about Chad. I do. He's almost in every following of our sagas and tales. I'm not overlooking. He wasn't in Sailor Stars. Yeah, where did he go in Sailor Stars, Serena? Where'd he go, Sailor Moon? I don't know. You don't know, right? But he was in what? Talisman, whole Solar Talismans 1 and Talismans 1 and 2. He was in, what else was he in? Oh, what else did we have after that? Velocity, Extreme, Velocity, Holy Souls. And now we got Extreme. Ah ha ha. With all of them. Yeah. It would have been a good YouTube live stream, but then you're going to seek some way to fuck it up. I'm not going to fuck it up. Oh, God, I'm 6 feet away from you now. Come on, Sailor Moon. I don't got COVID-19, just me having a normal cough. I got to put my lairware on to be 6 feet away. All right, Sailor Moon. Well, Serena, you want to be like that? That was a normal cough. That was not the COVID-19, the COVID-20. Well, you know what they say, Sailor Mars? What they say, Ray? Yeah, coughing. Body heat. What else do they say? Hang up breathing. Hang up breathing. Having a hang up getting your breath. And a bunch of other illnesses. That's just a normal cough, Serena, Sailor Moon. It's not COVID-19 or COVID-20 or whatever. Do you want to make me mad? Look, Ray. Look, Sailor Mars. I'm just telling you that's what it is. Oh, so you're going to truly do that. You've known me, Sailor Moon. You've known me, Serena, for a long time. Since 95 YL, and that's a long time to know someone like you. And now all of a sudden you think I got COVID-19. I'm just saying, Sailor Mars. I'm just saying, Sarah. I'm just saying, Sailor Mars. I'm just saying, Ray. Well, fuck you. You meatball head. Oh, why you got me meatball? They call me names. Oh, God, I just want you out that illness and now they call me names. It's all right, Sailor Moon. It's all right, Serena. Oh, Sailor Jupiter. Lita, it's good to see you. What were you sobbing about? Well, Ray had these coughs, Sailor Mars had these coughs, and I said that could be Crove 19, it could be Crove 20. Gotta be 6 feet away, where she got irked at me, she got mad at me and said she didn't have it. Because she doesn't have it, Sailor Moon. We all got our heat taken before we came in. Luna and Artemis put these things to our head and say, this will take your body heat. So yeah, we don't got that. So, we still dealing with Queen Beryl and Lord Zed and Rita Repulsa and that shit? Yeah, we are. And we're getting a lot of folks on here. Who? You can think back to one of our old followers we used to have going back to 2009 YL. Megan, on and off. Serena. Sailor Moon. You just had to do that burp. Forgive me for that, Sailor Jupiter. I'm sad about that, Lita. You're forgiven. Oh, so she's on now. Yes, she is. And someone was asking about Bratz. Why do you what's this all about, you wanting to have someone from Brat on? I don't know. He doesn't know. All he knows is that he just wants us on here. And hey, Sailor Jupiter. Hey, Lita, your hair's all styled. Yeah. When those balls broke off my head about 7 years ago, I didn't have like sticky ooze to put them on again. So I had to put whatever to hold my hair instead, and that kind of jacked up how some of my hair is like. Yeah, I could cut some of it off, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. We had 7 followers, now we're down to 2. 9 thumbs up. Do you think that he's going to come on? He would have come on by now, Serena. He's probably busy and iffing. Why? You think he's going to come on and you're going to ask him about what's going on about the Bray Wyatt doll? That's what you're going to ask him about? I don't know. So, how long are we going to do this live stream for? I don't know how long we're going to do this for. You going to have Sailor Earth on here? You going to have Ernest on here before we end the film? Yeah, I do. We are going to have him on there. Yeah, well, we need to. He is a sailor fighter. He is one of us. Yeah, that's another thing we got to talk about. So many folks out there bitching about who's a sailor fighter and who's not. And it's whole only girls can be fighters oversight, which I think is just, no, there's no need for it. It was broken by Toei themselves. The Sailor Starlights. Sailor Star Maker, Sailor Star Healer, and Sailor Star Fighter broke the oversight. Dustin and Jordan did. Not Julian, but Dustin and Jordan did. Those are the Sailor Moon, Sailor Star fandom names. So those are the names they got. Yep. He is. Well, here's what I don't get. Jupiter is a wind big world, right? Yes. Well, then, if you're a outer world, then why are you with the inners? I don't know. I'm not sure. Sailor Moon. I do not know, Serena. Yeah. Isn't Jupiter an outer world? Yes, it is an outer world, Sailor. It is. Well, if it is Sailor Jupiter and it is Lita, but just be happy, Sailor Moon, Serena, that I happen to, this inner world or outer world happens to actually be an inner world. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure about it. You want to get moon pies? I like moon pies. Well, we got moon pies. Did you make them? No. Yeah, I don't know how to make moon pies, all right? I do know how to make moon pies. But they might not be as good as the moon pies themselves. Everything you make is always good, Lita said. Everything you make is always good, Sailor Moon says. Okay. All right, my hair is all over the stead. I might have to cut some of it off. Oh, no, don't do that, Lita. Don't cut some of your hair off. You do that, it'll never grow back because doll hair isn't like man and woman like hair. It'll never grow back. I just cut some of the spans off that are hanging up, see? And I cut those off and I don't dilt their shit anymore. Yeah. Hey, what about your old boyfriend, Freddie? What about him? I'm just asking. Don't talk about him anymore. I don't know why you got to bring him up for, but a YouTube live stream is not, the stead to do it. Yeah, hold on. Gonna get Ernest P. Worrell, Sailor Earth. The last of the sailor fighters to be awakened back in 2009 YL. Hey, Sailor Moon. Hey, Sailor Earth. Well, Serena, you're doing your YouTube live stream. Yes, I am, Ernest. Here I am, Ernest P. Worrell, Sailor Earth, the last sailor fighter to be awakened. I've been awakened. I was awoken back in 2009 YL. So I am the oldest of all the sailor fighters. Yeah. I am the oldest of all of them. More older than Sailor Uranus and Sailor Neptune, Sailor Pluto. More older than Sailor Fighter, Sailor Star Maker, Sailor Star Healer. And more older than Sailor Moon, Sailor Mercury, Sailor Mars, Sailor Jupiter, Sailor Venus, and Sailor Mini Moon. About the same age of Darien, but I think Tuxedo Mask, but I think well, why don't you tell them? There's always a misunderstanding. I was Sailor Earth. I was the owner of the Earth. Prince Endymion or Tuxedo Mask or whatever you want to call him, or Kingling Endymion. Kingling Endymion, yeah, I like that. He was the keeper of the Earth for me. I was fostered into the Moonkin. Queen Serenity, who was the wife to Zordon, who started the Power Rangers, and I was fostered. So I became the fostered brother of Queenling Serena or Queenling Serenity, whatever you want to go as. The grand overseer of the sailor fighters. One rank up from Queenling Venus. But then there was Sailor Sun, Snoop Dogg, Calvin Grosker, who he's up there than I am. Oh no, you're going to make me fall asleep. And if we both fall asleep, one's going to be called a knucklehead and the other one's going to be called a meatball head. Wouldn't want to be called a meatball head, and I wouldn't want to be called a knucklehead either. Well, sadly, it looks like that's it. No one else is saying nothing. We had 7 followers in the beginning, 9 thumbs up. Now we're down to 2 followers, and we still did not hear from him yet. You're telling me that was our only grounds for doing this YouTube live stream was to hear from him? No, but it was to get one in there because we wanted to do one. Because we were in the mood and we're like, what are we going to do from 1 to 3? We're like, what are we going to do today? You know? So it is what it is. So, all right. They're in our burp. Forgive me for that one, Sailor Moon goes. Yeah. Well, I forgive you for that, Sailor Moon. I forgive you for that, Serena. You forgive me for that other thing too, Sailor Earth, Sailor Earth, Ernest. You forgive me for that, Sailor Earth. Forgive me for that, Ernest. That's good. So I guess that's it. We had 7 followers. Now it's down to 1 and 1 thumb up. How did they all leave on us? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, Sailor Moon. I don't know, Serena. They're busy ifing folk. Yeah. Guess we gotta go now. All right. That was the hope. Well, want to thank everyone for coming on our YouTube live stream. Everyone who said something in our shout out box. Everyone who gave us a thumb up. Sadly, Tsunami 20 or Tsunami 2 did not come on. So we do not have any update on the Bray Wyatt doll that he bought, I guess, last week. So we don't know. I'm Sailor Moon. I gotta go now. All right. I'm Sailor Moon. I'm Serena. We'll see you all later.